fascinating character to me. I love horror movies.
Kathy Bates gave E.T. an inside look behind her star-making performance.
Misery's an awfully good picture when you consider it's basically a two-character melodrama.
Is this what you're looking for?
It had been a fantasy of mine to do this role ever since I read the book a few years ago. A friend of mine handed me the book to read in New York and said, hey, you know, when they do the movie of this, you have to play Annie Wilkes, you know, and at the time I was like, yeah, right, you know. So it was terrific when this came along.
I asked God about you, and God said, I delivered him unto you so that you may show him the way.
To prepare for the role, Kathy Bates actually found some inspiration from some notorious real-life criminals.
I read books about Ted Bundy, books about kids who have problems bonding when they're children, just different kinds of books about people that murdered, you know, and who have a psychopathic problem in their lives.
I know that, Mr. Man. They also call them serials. I'm not stupid, you know.
She was always trying to make up things as she went along because she never fit in life or with people. She'd like life to be different, you know, than it really is. And she likes to be in control of everything. And she's not a naturalistic character. She talks sort of like an 18th century heroine.
Oh, Paul. What a poet you are.
You always find elements of yourself in the character and things that are not like you, you know. But I don't think I've actually ever written a fan letter, and that part of it was totally up to my imagination to figure out how one gets obsessed with someone else.
When Ian realized that the reason they'd buried Misery alive was because the bee sting had put her in that temporary coma.
I do feel it's sort of out on the limb kind of performance.
Misery was a box office hit with audiences, and the movie turned Kathy Bates into a household name. The performance won her a Golden Globe and Academy Award.
That's very special. I feel like I've worked a long time for this.
E.T. was backstage at the Oscars with Kathy, trophy in hand.
I'm thrilled to have been given this recognition for the work. It's such an exciting experience. From the very beginning, working with Rob and working on the picture, which is the most important thing for an actor, I think, is when you're pleased with the communication, you know, with the director and the crew and everything. And to have this happen is just icing on the cake.
But what did Stephen King think of the movie?
You want to know a secret?
We asked the master of horror himself.
All right, what are your 5 favorite adaptations?
Shawshank Redemption. Frank Darabont did that one. I thought that was terrific. He did one called The Mist, which is a really, really disturbing, good story. One that doesn't get mentioned a lot that I absolutely loved was a film called Cujo. That was just a terrific piece of work. Rob Reiner, Stand By Me. Rob Reiner, Misery. It gets pretty darn disturbing.
I'm your #1 fan.